Beating Chaos. Chapter 11. Beating Chaos. As the sun rose in Ponyville, I was still asleep in Twilight's bed. As I started to wake up, I felt around the side of the bed for Twilight, but I couldn't feel her. I opened my eyes to see that she was in bed, which disappointed me. I got up bed and headed downstairs where I saw Twilight reading a book. I walked up behind her and covered her eyes with my hoofs. "Guess who?" I said playfully. Twilight giggled. "Matt, I'm reading something." I removed my hoofs from her eyes and she turned around to face me. My heart melted at the sweet smile she was giving me. "You're the most beautiful girl I've ever met, Twilight," I said sweetly. Twilight blushed and came closer to me. "You're the sweetest, most handsome girl I've ever met," she said sweetly. We both smiled at each other lovingly before we moved to the passionate kiss. Jeff then came in the room holding a cup of coffee and a newspaper under his other wing. He didn't notice us. "Oh, get a room, you two. It's too early." Me and Twilight broke the kiss and looked at Jeff. "Good morning to you too, Grumpy," I said with a smirk. Jeff just rolled his eyes and walked past us. Me and Twilight then moved to another kiss until I felt something hard hit the back of my head, forcing me to pull away from Twilight. I rubbed the back of my head up and my head looked behind me to see a book lying on the floor. "Jeff, was that really necessary?" I said in an annoyed tone. He turned to face me. That wasn't me, dude." I did glare at him. "Well, you're the only one there, and I'm pretty sure that it didn't throw itself." Suddenly, the bookcase behind Jeff started to shake, and a book came flying out of it. It flew towards me in Twilight. We both ducked, and the book hit the wall behind us. I looked over to the book. Then again, suddenly more books started to fly off all the bookcases, with some of them hitting me in Twilight. We ran to the table, tipped it over, and used it as a shield. "What the friv is going on?" I yelled. "I don't know, but we have to stop this before the entire library is turned upside down." "If only I could get my overpowering spell book," Twilight said. "What does it look like?" I asked. "It's the book with 3 stars on the cover," Twilight answered. Jeff then flew on top of the table. "You guys had to do something before," Jeff was interrupted by a book walking to him and smacking him against the wall. I looked around to the book to see it had 3 stars on the cover. "Nice work, Jeff." I picked up the book as Jeff got up from the ground. "Thanks." "What'd I do?" he said in a daze. I gave the book to Twilight and she started flipping through the pages until she stopped. She read the book she was on and her horn started to glow. And with a bright flash from her horn, the book stopped in midair before they all fell to the ground. Me and Twilight were finally able to come out from behind the table. At that moment, Spike and Pee-wee came into the room. "Guys, hurry, there's something going on at..." Spike stopped in the middle of his sentence and looked around the room. "Whoa, what happened here?" I shrugged. "I don't know. Twilight, what do you think happened?" I asked as I turned to face Twilight. He just shrugged to me and I turned back to face Spike. "Anyway, what did you want to say, Spike?" "Oh yeah, I was looking out the window and saw something going on in Sugar Corner. You should check it out," Spike said. Me and Twilight nodded to each other and we galloped out the door with Jeff on my back and Spike running behind us with Pee-wee on his shoulder. Sugar Cube Corner. When we reached Sugar Cube Corner, we looked at the cafe like building and see that it didn't look like anything had happened. We then walked in the shop and our eyes widened. There was a cake and pie splattered everywhere, on the floor, on the wall, and on the ceiling. "Okay, everybody split up and see if you can find any pony," I said, turning to every pony. We all split up to different parts of the shop to find any pony that might still be here. "Pinky? Miss Cake? Mr. Cake? Anybody home?" I yelled throughout the house until I heard Mommy coming from behind me. I turned around, but all that was in front of me was a wall with a large blob of cake stuck to it. Suddenly, I heard the Mummy again, and the big blob of cake on the wall shaking. "Ah, the cake's alive! We're all doomed!" Jeff yelled. The blob of cake then peeled off the wall and fell on the floor, leaving a clear patch in the shape of Pinkie Pie on the wall. Pinkie Pie then got up out of the cake. I turned my face to face Jeff. "It's just Pinkie." Jeff looked towards Pinkie. "Oh." "Ah, it's Pinkie! We're all doomed!" I rolled my eyes and walked towards Pinkie. "Pinkie, what happened here?" "Wow, I was just here getting ready to open the shop, and all the cakes and pies were flying everywhere and splitting everywhere. I mean, it would have been fun if we went for the splitting everywhere part," Pinkie said with her eyes wide. Eyes wide, whatever. "Where's Mr. and Mrs. Cake?" I asked. Pinkie started looking around the room. "They were here with me when it started." Jeff then felt something drip on his head. He put his wing on his head and then looked at his wing to see some more cake. He then looked up. "Sweet Celestia." Me and Pinky then looked up and our eyes widened at what we saw. It was Mr. and Mrs. Cake stuck to the ceiling with dough covering the bodies and the mouths. Ah! We all yelled. Twilight then galloped in the room. What's wrong? Why y'all? Ah! She yelled once we saw the state Mr. and Mrs. Cake were in. How did they get up there? How do we get them down? Twilight asked in a panic-like tone. Don't worry, I'll get them down, I said before I flew up to them. I grabbed up to Mr. Cake and tried to rip him off the ceiling, but he just kept slapping back in the face. I grabbed him again and gave him a power tug, but when he slapped back into place, it took me along with it and half my face got stuck to the dough. I tried to rip myself off, but the cake was too sticky and my head kept being pulled back to the dough. Matt, are you stuck? Twilight yelled up to me. I tried pulling off again. No, I answered. I was then snapped into the dough. Yes, I admitted. Twilight rolled her eyes and her horn started to glow. I then felt her magic grab onto me and started pulling me out the ceiling. The dough then tore off my face and I was quickly pulled to the floor with a hard thud. Twilight came up to me and helped me up. Sorry, she said with a sheepish smile. I rubbed my head. Don't worry, I'm alright. But how are we going to get them down? I've got it, Twilight said as her horn started to glow again. Suddenly, Applejack burst in the shop. Twilight, Matt, you had to come quick, I need your help. Twilight turned away from the desk. Just a moment, Applejack. I just have to. There's no time for a moment. You guys have to come right now. Applejack tried before she pulled us up the shop with Spike, Jeff, Pee-wee, and Pinkie Pie following. Mr. and Mrs. K looked at each other and let a large sigh through their nostrils. Sweet Apple Acres. We galloped on the road that led to Sweet Apple Acres, and when we got there, our mouths dropped at what we saw. The barn was floating in midair, and the apple trees had come to life, and they were using the branches as arms and throwing apples at Big Macintosh. Apple Bloom and Granny Smith were standing behind a wagon with pants on their heads as helmets. This has to be the weirdest thing I've ever seen, I said with my eyes wide open. Jeff turned his head to face me. Yeah, first folks attacked us, then we found a cake covered Pinkie Pie, and now this. I don't know what happened. I was working the apple fields, and when I came back, everything was like this, Applejack said. Well, why are we still standing here? Let's get down there and do this, I said before I galloped to the farmland with every pony following me. We galloped to the 3 farm ponies and kept our heads down to avoid the apples being thrown by the trees. Granny Smith turned her head to face us. Applejack, you brought your friends. Good, we need all the help we can get. She then grabbed a bunch of hands. Here, put these in. They'll protect your heads, Granny Smith said as she placed hands on her heads, which felt kind of weird. We then started picking up apples and threw them back at the trees. I was having trouble throwing them because I was still having trouble picking up with hooves. Come on, Sonny. My grandpappy got throw bad at you, and he was half blind. Granny Smith shouted behind me, which startled me, and I started throwing faster. We'd been throwing apples for over an hour, and the trees weren't backing down. We managed to hit some of the trees, but they just kept picking the apples back up and then threw them back at us. That's it, Twilight yelled before her horn glowed, and the wave of magic spread throughout the farmland with a bright glow. When the light faded, we opened our eyes to see that the trees had returned to normal and the barn was back in the ground. Nice one, Twilight, I said with a smile. 3 farm ponies surrounded the farm. Now, what question was all that about? Apple Bloom asked. Spike walked up to her. We don't know, but a lot of weird things have been happening today. Applejack then looked around the farm. Well, it looks like it's all over now. She then turned to me and Twilight. Thank y'all kindly. We're all mighty grateful for your help. Ain't we, Big Mac? She said. She turned her head to Big Macintosh. Yep, Big Macintosh responded. Granny Smith then walked in front of us. Yeah, we owe you one, and you need to work on your throw. What was your name again, Sonny? She looked at me. Matthew, I answered. What was that? She asked, Sonny, a hook behind her ear. Matthew, I said later. What? She asked again. Matthew, I shouted. She grabbed my hoof and shook it. Well, nice to meet you, Matthew. Matthew? I said, raising an eyebrow. Nah, Big Mac does help me with the bath, don't you, Big Mac? She said, turning her head to Big Mac. Yep, he admitted with a frown. I slowly backed away. Okay, well, we have to get going. We have to clean the library. Yeah, we have to start cleaning up ourselves. See y'all later, Applejack says. She waved her hoof. We all said goodbye and left Sweet Apple Acres. On the way back, Pinkie Pie went in the direction back to the Sugar Cube Corner. I better go back to the shop. I just remember we left Mr. and Miss Cake stuck to see me. Okay, bye, Pinkie, Twilight said, waving her hoof. With that, Pinkie Pie galloped away back to the shop. We all then started walking back to the library. When we got back to the library, we opened the door and found the side of the books still scattered on the ground. We all let out a sigh before we went to work and cleaned up the library. It was nighttime by the time we finished cleaning the library. We were all so exhausted that we all collapsed. "This has to be the weirdest day of my life," I said, lying on the floor. Twilight tried to turn her head to face me. "I know, I can't explain it." I leaned up off the floor. "Well, something's going on around here. I'm going to go open the window and get some air in here." I then walked to the window, opened it and stuck my head to breathe the fresh air. Suddenly, something caught my eye. A tall, hooded figure walking through the streets. What the hell is that? Never seen anything like that here, I thought to myself as I brought my head back in. I then walked towards the door and opened it. "I'll be back in a minute, Twilight." She gave me a confused look. "Where are you going?" I turned my head to face her. "I just need to check something out. Don't worry, I'll be back." I then walked out the door and closed it behind me. I saw the hooded figure walk further away from the library, and I started to follow it. Followed outside of Ponyville. I followed the figure into an open field outside of Ponyville, and I saw it standing in the middle, facing away from me. I walked up to it, and there was silence between us. I was about to break the silence when the figure beat me to it. "You must be Matthew. I must say you don't look how I imagined you," the figure said, not turning to face me. I raised an eyebrow. And you are?" "Oh, just a wandering soul. Returned to where it all started. Trying to find some good fun. Like the kind I caught today," the figure said, turning slightly. My eyes widened slightly. "That was you? But why would... Wait, I know your voice." "No, it can't be him." The figure then turned around, grabbed his cloak, and ripped it off, revealing himself. "Discord," I said in a scared tone. "Oh, so you've heard of me. Good, because I've heard a lot about you. Even your little relationship with Twilight. To be honest, I can't see why anybody would date her. She's so boring," Discord said as he lied inspecting the air. "Don't you dare talk that way about her," I said in an angry tone. Discord clapped his hands. "Oh, good, you're getting angry. Anger builds energy, and you're going to need it for what I have planned for you." I raised an eyebrow with an angry look still on my face. "What plans?" With a flash of light, Discord suddenly appeared beside me. "Well, you see, I have a game in mind, and you, Twilight, and your friends are going to play." "And if we refuse?" I asked. Disco placed his arm around me. "Well, then you have to live with me, living in Cadillac Castle." I pushed his arm off me. "What do you mean, Discord?" Discord then hovered in the air and rotated around me. "That's where the game's being held, and Celestia is the prize." I didn't take my eyes off him as he rotated. "You will never hold her captive. She saw you coming a mile away." Discord stopped and chuckled. "Oh, Matthew, it's already done. She's waiting for you to save her." I guessed as my eyes widened hard. Disco waved his own hand. "Now run along, Matthew. You have a game to be ready for." He then snapped his fingers and he disappeared in a white flash. "Oh, and tell Twilight I said hi," Discord's voice echoed in the air. I then galloped back to Ponyville to tell Twilight about the shocking news. Library. I galloped through the door of the library, slammed the door behind me, and lowered my head to try and catch my breath. Twilight and Spike walked up to me with concerned looks on their faces. "Matt, what's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost," Twilight said. I brought my head back up and looked at her. "More like a spirit." She gave me a confused look. "What do you mean?" "Let's just say Discord says hi," I said. "Discord?" Twilight and Spike yelled at her with their eyes wide open.